All right, guys, welcome back to 3 Pound Fishing, man. We're gonna do something a little different. This is gonna be a special episode. It's gonna be a super long episode, and it's because we're just gonna talk about a lot of the discussions that I had at the recent show at Collinsville. That was an incredible experience, guys. So we're gonna do a lot less cutting here because we're just gonna talk about a lot of the topics that came up at the show, and we're gonna put fish in the boat. We got the hammer, the striker, everything. Our next show, just so you guys know, is in Chicago, the weekend of the 23rd in Schaumburg, Illinois. The whole team is going to be there, and we are going to bring some specials to that area. We cannot wait to go. That'll be our first time being there, and related to a show. So stick with me here, guys. We're going to have a great show today, talking about a lot of the topics that I think were really cool in Collinsville. So here we go. There we go. First fish of the day, guys. And we got a bass. All right. That was fun. Even though it's the wrong species, that's a cute little bass. All right, guys, we got some good fish here. We're hopefully going to catch some of them. I'm sure we will. We got the striker going. Our first fish of the day was a bass, so hey, we catch them all here at 3 Pound Fishing, and we're just having fun. We just got back from Collinsville, and we had some awesome interaction with people that watch the videos and all that good stuff. We're on a windy day today, 51-degree water temperature, a slight warm up. And we're casting to them. So a lot of conversations during the show had to do with certainly my rig setup, which I thought was interesting because I really do share that quite a bit. Got a boat coming in here. And so I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. A lot of people were curious as to how far this split shot would be from my hair jig, and again, I'm a hair jig guy, so you know this is too close. That's about 6 inches, but right here I like around the 15-inch mark right there. That's a 15-inch spread, and the reason why I do that is because I just don't want the fish to be you know, focusing in on the weight and not the bait, so to speak, and I don't want this guy spooking it. I don't think it really necessarily always spooks it, but sometimes you'll notice that those fish will go after it, and we don't want that. I do tie straight to the jig. Got that question quite a bit. No leader. Back in the day, I used to really care about leaders, and now I'm in the camp of if they want to eat, they're going to eat regardless. Now our visibility on my lake is 4 feet, so use that information as you will. If you've got an ultra clear lake, then perhaps you do need a leader. I'm not opposed to it. I'm certainly going to try everything I can to catch fish. And doing a leader is definitely one option. There we go. There's our first crappie. Smaller variety, but a nice fish nonetheless. Bam, right there. Now this coming show that we're going to be at is going to be Schaumburg. I believe it's the weekend of the 23rd, and we are excited. We've heard nothing but good things, so spread the word up there in the Chicagoland. Anybody that's coming from the north of Illinois, Indiana, etc., we will be there. And man, we're just looking forward to it. We love new shows, meeting new people, introducing new people to 3 Pound Fishing. Really important. There we go. Video. Solid fish right there, guys. And we're doing an extra long video because I was talking to my good buddy Stan Stone. He's got a YouTube channel. You guys should check him out. Seems like a really solid dude, and we had a lot of conversations about YouTube and how we do these videos and stuff like that. So we're going to try a little something different this time about the length of the video and really kind of let you into what I'm thinking about when I'm out here on the water. But back to some of the conversations that we had at the show. You know, I get the question all the time, And I saw another YouTuber had done this as well and explained it, and I think the word just needs to continue to get out about it. So very important. But I use Comet, right, for sniping braid. Everybody knows that. And the question I got asked at the show was, what pound braid should I use? And this other YouTuber did the same thing I'm going to tell you right now. That's not the question that you should be asking. You should be asking, what diameter is your braid? Because at the end of the day, there is no standard for what a braid should be for each weight. You literally, this is a 0.10. There's a lot of 10 pounds out there that are a 0.20. And people go, wow, it's so much stronger than even 10 pounds. And the reality is that, you know, you're giving something up for that extra diameter. And so number one is know that the diameters are not consistent, that a manufacturer can put whatever they want in those packages and call it a 10 pound. There's no rules that say you can't do that. What sniping braid does is they go with the smallest diameter. And you really just need to find out what it is, what braid fits your technique the best. Mine is Comet when I am casting. Optimized is also a great option. And when I'm vertical fishing, Meteor. Those are extremely small diameters. But just know that all 10 pounds and all 15 pounds and all 20 pounds are not equal between each company. It doesn't mean they're bad. Anybody's is bad. It's just that they went the route of making the line thicker. Some companies go in the direction of making it smaller, which I think casts better. But it's also your own preference. So there's not a right or wrong, and it's not a knock on any company. I just want you to know that the question shouldn't be what pounded braid that you use. It's literally, what's the diameter of your braid? That's the question. And if we were back in the day and when they started making braid, there should have been a standard which would have just said you have to put your diameter on the front of the package. It's just a 0.10 braid, a 0.12 braid. It should never say 10 pound, 20 pound, 15 pound, because those are really not important numbers whatsoever. So I thought that was an interesting conversation at the show, but also I had that conversation with Stan last night. So, all right, more fish in the boat. Let's do it. We're going to talk a lot during this episode. We just met so many fantastic people, and I appreciate every single one of you. The kids that came out, let me just first and foremost say that was totally cool. I love taking pictures with the kids. And I love it when I see that there are families out there that are watching the YouTube channel. We had about 3 that came in, and they were excited, and it was just really cool to see and meet, take pictures, and hopefully I'll share some of those on social media with you guys to experience. And hopefully we'll have that exact same experience in Chicago. All right, more fish. Again, it's kind of a breezy day, guys. Kind of just a breezy day. 11 mile an hour. And but temperature wise we're solid, man. We are wonderful winter temperatures right now. We love that. Look at this. Look at that, guys. Look what I stumbled into. Holy moly. There we go. Holy moly. Good fish here too. Really good fish. Holy moly. We got a lot of fish here, guys, and we got big ones. Ha ha, this is awesome. I ain't gonna lie, that's freaking awesome. That's a stud right there. That's a great fish right there, guys. Just looking around. Oh man. Now right now we are fishing with the all white hair jig. Looks like we lost some of our fish for some reason. All white hair jig. I will change back and forth between the hair jig and maybe a paddle tail. I'll try different hair jig colors. But I definitely have my go-tos, and all white and the swamp are 2 of my favorites. And we definitely lost some fish on this pile here. So see those fish back there? They might have just jumped back. That's probably a lot of them right there. Check them out, guys. Just hanging out. A lot of these fish are just going to follow the wind. So, you know, I noticed where there was a ton of boats on my home lake, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to go play the wind. And look at that. We found a bunch of fish because of that. Oh, he had it too. He had it. Doing the stair step. I loved it. Everybody knew about the stair step at the show. Baby stair steps. That means accelerating up. Never down, and always do it with your reel. That's the big secret for it. If you do it with your rod, you'll always go back down. There we go. Solid fish. We let them go here when we do videos. So now we do have the guide trips that are going to start up here shortly. We go to Wren Lake locally here, and then of course my home lake, Lake of Egypt. Oh, we just had one there. And year round, guys, year round we fish here, and it's fantastic. We try to get a day like today right here. This is a perfect example of a day you want. So baby steps here for get this guy here. There we go, we got him. You guys lost him a little bit on the monitor, but I knew when he was gonna probably strike, if he struck, and I just never felt that bite. And you start learning the characteristics of the fish, of when they might bite. Solid fish right there, guys. People ask me that a lot. I mean, do you play the screen a lot? And I do play the screen a lot. I really do. When you start learning the characteristics of the fish, you kind of get a vibe as to when they would probably bite, especially if you lose them on your LiveScope like I did that one. So I'm just playing what my knowledge tells me after fishing for so long. They would probably bite here. I have one coming right now, and there it is. And I never felt that bite right there as well. Never felt it. Just kind of pulled it up when I saw them coming, and did one little bit more stair step, and usually they're on at that point. Smaller guy. Good little pile here, man. We'll talk about our LiveScope system as well. That's an 8616, guys. I think it's one of the best monitors you can get. Now they have the new, look at that. All right, hopefully you guys caught this catch. My phone, or I'm sorry, the GoPro turned off. But one of the coolest things I saw at the show was the new 9200 series on Garmin. So I have the 8600 series, and it's an incredible unit. And I don't know if I'll change it or not to the 9200, but I'll tell you the advantages of the 9200. They have a 9215 and 9217. So obviously 17-inch screen on that second one I just mentioned, $7,500. That's crazy money, and I never thought in my wildest dreams I would consider that. But, and is it worth it? I don't know if it is. The advantages of the 17 or the 9200 series is their processor apparently, and their high definition screen is, well, at least the processor is 9 to 10 times faster, and apparently the pixels and everything is better on the 9200 series. Now to me, that's where the value is, not necessarily on the extra inch of screen space. So it'll be interesting, because I'm definitely considering it. Now their knob system, or I guess the mounting system on the 9200 series, is built for an actual tabletop. So in order to put it onto a mount on your boat, you're going to have these knobs out that sticks out even further. And the bigger screen that you get, the more intrusive it gets to your ability to fish, but also the trolling motor coming through. So what a lot of guys do is they turn a knob and they turn their screen to the side so that they can get their trolling motor through. As small as an action that sounds like, to me, having to do that every single time I move a pile, move my screen to the side, is not something that I'm really looking forward to. So that is my debate right now in terms of the 9200 series from Garmin. I did hear whispers that there might be a new transducer. I take that kind of with a grain of salt, because I've heard whispers about a new transducer for years. I know that we had the LVS 34 come out, and that was great. But I've heard, it's every year we always talk about the rumors on Garmin and what they're going to come out with. And I think the 9200 series is great to get a new monitor. I'm not holding my breath for a new transducer, although the rumors were out there that there was a new transducer, or something new really coming, and they're talking about a transducer. So we'll see. Again, fishing with the striker, I'm fishing with the Comet. Also look at the Optimize from Sniping Braid, and you go to snipingbraid.com, or you can go to 3 Pound Fishing. I have them there too. The hammer, and the striker are really similar, though the hammer is just a little bit stiffer. Either one though, in my boat, I don't care which one I'm picking up. So great fishing right now. I like this being in a place that we don't have any other boats, and we found them just based on the wind. Whenever the wind blows into like a point, I always target those areas a lot of times, just because a lot of times they'll push the bait fish in there and the crappie will follow. I've been really liking fishing with the King's Tail. That's our 8-footer, guys, so check it out. Just makes it that much easier on you when you're just gonna cast, coming right into that pile right there. And we're gonna try a little paddle tail too. So in a pile like this, I can literally just put it on spot lock and cast out there, and we don't have to even follow our bait. This is a much bigger school of fish. Look at that, it's just everywhere. There was one bite. Gosh dang it. That's that. There's one right there. Just not even watching the LiveScope, guys. Solid fish. This lake is just filled with them. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look at that, guys. Boom. Let them go. Thanks for the fun. Straight out. You just learn your fall rate, and then it's just a nice and slow retrieval. When you got that many fish, you're just there's another one. You're just nice and slow retrieval, automatic every cast. Solid fish. Boom, solid fish, guys. This 8-footer King's Tail is absolutely money for it. Again, even a spot lock is always going to move a little bit backwards and forwards. It's never going to be perfect. Right now we're out there just right in the middle of the fish. There it is right there. And you're just getting an idea where that large school's at. Non-stop, don't have to, no editing here, just cast. So I'm getting an idea where they're at, where the spot lock is going to move, and so I know that they're slightly to my left. See how as the trolling motor goes to my left, you can see how they just picked up a ton of fish. And then I'm just going to know nice and slow, knowing my fall rate with the bait is super important. And there it is right there. I just missed it. Had the fish. You can fill up a boat quick like this. Again, know your fall rate. There it is. Boom. One after another. I'm using a number 7 split shot. Got asked that question quite a bit. A number 7 split shot's the perfect fall rate, what I'm comfortable with. If I was going to be fishing really deeper, I might go up to a number 5. But a number 7 just seems to be the right number for me. Rarely do I go smaller than that though. There we go. And that's just some incredible fishing, guys, right there. Bam. So let me tell you a little bit more about this King's Tail. It was our #1 seller in Collinsville. We sold, of course, a lot of 10-footers because I talk about 10-footers all the time, but I can tell you that the most universal size rod, the easiest one. Short, you know, shoreline people are familiar with 8-footers. This is a 2-piece, just great action on it. Super light, ultra light, as most people would call it. 8-footer. It's called the King's Tail. We've had this rod for a while, and it's just an epic, extremely comfortable rod in your hand. So check it out at 3poundfishing.com. The other thing I'll say, we're going to switch up baits, switch up poles. We're going to go maybe to the hammer now. I appreciate everybody taking advantage of the Let's Go Fishing hair jig packs. These things are on fire throughout this winter. It's been amazing. Just a great deal on hair jigs. 45 hair jigs for like $49, so like $1 a jig. You can't go wrong. Hair jigs, that is, hair jigs. Always emphasize hair jigs. Where are you getting that kind of price? You're just not. It's the best prices on the internet. So we're gonna try a standard minnow style now and see how that works. I'm gonna guess it works with the amount of fish that we have here. So, all right, just casted it out there. Now the great thing about a 10-footer, there's no joke about it. You have such leverage when you're fishing. There it is right there. I mean, it just takes just a little flip of the wrist and you're setting the hook. There we go. Good fish. The hammer's the hammer, baby. Don't forget that we have regular jigs. That's a 1/32 ounce jig. Regular jigs as well. We actually have a Let's Go Fishing pack that is just regular jigs. And it's a heck of a deal too. You get 90 jigs. Similar price point. There we go. Just a little bitty tick. The hammer is so sensitive. It's not even fair. Boom, one after another, guys. Solid fish. It's a 1/32 ounce head with a plastic. And we've got fish till as many fish as we'd ever want here. There I am coming across the screen, and there we go. Catch a fish. I actually saw that one on the screen that time. Boom. Come on now, this is fun stuff. Casting out about 30 feet. I'm a flipper, so a backhand caster makes it a lot easier. And again, it's just knowing your fall rate. Boom. Just a little touch. Fish coming in the boat. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. We had a great time. Hey, do me a favor, hook me up with a guide trip in the wintertime. Give me a holler. 618-694-5162. We are booking up fast for the springtime. I always tell, book now, get your dates locked in, and we'll go and come out here and we're gonna have an absolute ball. Hope to see everybody up there in Chicago, Schaumburg, Illinois, the weekend of the 23rd of this month, January. And I appreciate everybody that came out in Collinsville, man. Just catching fish, having a great time, and really did enjoy meeting everybody and talking crappie. It's just fantastic to see the community come together, crappie guys talking about what they're using, all those type of things. So hope you enjoyed the long episode, and talk to you later. Thanks again, guys.